Social media marketing. It sounds easy, but it really isn't. In this video, let me run you through my mini tutorial of tips, tricks, tools, and to-dos for your social media marketing. It's based on our new Marketing Almanac, which you can get for free in the link below. Let's get started. Step number 1, never stop learning. Our first step is really about attitude. There's a lot to learn when it comes to social media, and I want to share with you some major ideas, major resources you can use to be a lifelong learner. So first of all, I have a link to the social media marketing tutorial by Tutorials Point. It's very basic, but the basics are important. It's really one of the best free tutorials I found on the internet. So if you're new to social media, check it out. It's sort of like point, step, throw that they used to tell my daughter at softball camp. Secondly, I want to point out the Social Media Marketing Examiner, Social Media Examiner. This is the major web portal on social media, and they run the most important trade show, Social Media Marketing World, which occurs in the spring in San Diego. Really worth checking out and signing up if you haven't signed up for their email alerts. Third, of course, I want to have a shameless plug for my social media marketing workbook. This is my own workbook of how to approach social media marketing. So check that out, and if you have some money, purchase my book. At the end of step 1, you should have kind of bookmarked some of these basic resources and really got the right attitude of being a lifelong learner when it comes to social media marketing. Step number 2, identify goals. Social media marketing gets a bad rap. Either managers think, hey, it's magic and everything is great, or they think it's unmeasurable and not worthy of the investment. So as you're working on your goals, you want to realize kind of neither of those are true, and you want to work with your team or your management to set more reasonable goals. So let's go over some big picture goals, and then let me allude to some micro goals. So on the big picture goals, one of the first is brand building. Social media is great for extending and growing your brand, that warm, fuzzy feeling about your product, service, or company that says you're awesome and really sets up the consumer to buy your stuff. It's great. They look to your active Twitter account, your amazing Facebook page, your incredible Instagram account as validation that you are as awesome as you say you are. So brand building is a really important goal for social media marketing. Another goal is EWOM, or electronic word of mouth. This has to do with getting people to share or talk about or extend or promote your brand for free. So obviously social spread or e-word of mouth is another great goal for social media marketing. And kind of related to that is another third goal, which is the customer continuum. This is customers become, or rather, let me say that again. This is prospects become customers, customers become fans, fans become super fans, right? So you're trying to move customers along this journey so that they become customer advocates. And there's a lot of things you can do on platforms like Instagram or YouTube or Twitter to encourage customers to really embrace your brand and become super fans. Those are 3 big picture goals. Now within your social media platforms, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, you have micro goals. And a goal there could be something as, let's grow the likes of our Facebook page, or let's grow the thumb up count on our YouTube videos. So to kind of conclude this section on goals, there are both big picture goals and micro goals that you should and can and would and will do to make it more measurable and more concrete. So don't let that boss tell you it's easy and free and amazing and who cares and it's magic. And also don't fall into the trap of saying it's not measurable. So step number 2, identify goals for your social media marketing. Step number 3, content marketing. Content is king, jack, queen, and the deuce of spades when it comes to social media. You need a lot of content. You need a lot of content. Did I tell you you need a lot of content? You do. There's your own content, there's other people's or curated content, there's interactive content, and there's UGC or user-generated content. So you need to brainstorm a content marketing strategy. So here's a couple tools to help you do that. The first tool is Answer the Public. So go to this tool, kind of ignore the creepy man, And what you do is type in a keyword that you're interested in, so that sort of relates to your brand. So we can take, for instance, car insurance and hit get questions. And this will create kind of this neat little visual circle of all the questions that people are asking or typing into Google or whatnot about car insurance. And this is great for sort of brainstorming your blog posts, ideas, video ideas, etc. How does car insurance work in India? Or will car insurance cover mold damage? Or what car insurance do I need for a rental? And you kind of go through and see which one of those would be a good prompt for a blog post or a video. So it's really awesome. It also helps you see like prepositions that people use with it, the verses or ors. It's just a great kind of visual tool for exploring keywords and thus giving you prompts for content. So I really love it. The creepy man is totally disturbing to me. I wish they'd take him off. I don't like the creepy man, but it's an awesome, awesome tool. Another tool I want to share with you is BuzzSumo. So this tool has both a paid and a free version. I have the paid version. And this tool allows you, it's a little bit hard, they keep forcing you into the really horrible beta. But this version allows you to put in a topic. So let's put in a topic like car insurance, and it'll allow you to search and see what is trending, what's been shared, what's been talked about in a given time horizon, past month, past year. So you can see this California bans gender in setting car insurance rates has been shared 1.7 thousand times on Facebook. And you can also click on view sharers, and you can see the people on Twitter who shared that link. So it's a great discovery tool for content. So those are two tools that I really, really like. Now, let's talk a little bit back to lifelong learning. I want to make sure you're aware of Content Marketing World. It's the #1 show for content marketing, and it's held in beautiful Cleveland every fall, and it's really, really awesome. That and Social Media Marketing World are my two favorite shows for social media. The Content Marketing Institute has also a really good guide about what is content marketing. So some great resources for step number 3, content marketing. Step number 4, better blogging and email marketing. Blogging and email marketing, they don't get the respect they deserve. Everybody's fascinated by the flashy new toys of Instagram stories or Facebook Live, but really a basic blog and a related email list is a fundamental asset to your strategy. So one of my big tips in this tutorial is make sure you understand blogging and email marketing. Now, as for blogging, you're obviously going to have to research what people are interested in that relates to your industry. You've got to create content that people want to read. #duh. And you want this kind of not dog bites man, which is not news. You want man bites dog. You want stuff that's really provocative so people will read your content or watch your video or whatever. So here's a tool called the Portent Content Idea Generator, which is really a headline generator. So I can put in here a topic such as dog bites, and then it'll generate some fun headlines for a blog post or perhaps a YouTube video. 5 reasons the Amish were right about dog bites. Will dog bites ever rule the world? 12 things Spock would say about dog bites. The evolution of dog bites. So it's kind of a fun, quick tool to help you generate blog headlines. Another thing you can do is search Google by social media network for content. So here's a search, https://www.linkedin.com/pulse, which is the nerd way. And then you can put in a topic such as, say, business insurance, in quotes here, and you can see what people have created in LinkedIn content and what that content was. It's a good kind of what other people have blogged about, and you can look at what people engage with on LinkedIn. So I love this site : a social network, site : linkedin.com, site : twitter.com, and then look for content and see what's been shared and interacted with. You can also just go into LinkedIn to stay with a B2B network, and you can search what kind of blog posts have been shared and commented on. So on LinkedIn, you'd go to LinkedIn. I'll start it from 0. You can type in bioengineering as a keyword. You can type content, And then you can see kind of what people are saying and talking and doing on that content. And a lot of times these will be blog posts that people have written. So you can use a network to get ideas on your blogging. All right, now let's talk a little bit about email marketing. So email marketing, one of the great things about it is you own it. You're not dependent on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn and their stupid algorithms. You're in charge. And again, one of my major tips, make sure you understand what a drip campaign is. So a drip campaign gets its name from drip, like you'd irrigate a plant, right? And what you do there is you have a piece of collateral, an ebook, a follow-up email, a tutorial, and you drip out that content automatically through Aweber, through constant contact, whatever. And those users get a kind of a series of emails over a span of a week, a month, whatever. It's a really good way to use your email marketing in collaboration with videos or blog posts or whatever. So I have a link there about that. I also have a link to kind of a fun tool that's a spam tester. So when you create your newsletter or your email blast, you can check out how spammy it is. So those are some great tools for step number 4, blogging and email marketing. Step number 5, Facebook and Facebook advertising. Facebook, of course, is the big daddy of social media marketing. It's huge. Everybody's on it. It owns Instagram. It's confusing. It's changed a lot. Let's get something out on the table as part of our tips, tools, tricks, tutorial things for 2020. Organic reach by businesses on Facebook is dead. It's been dead. It's dead as a doornail. It's not coming back. So you can't really use Facebook for organic. So what you want to do is use your fans, your super fans, to reach, to get your shares up. And you have to do that with some advertising. So as you look at Facebook and as we dive into some tips and tools specifically to Facebook, don't think of it as organic or advertising on Facebook, but rather organic and advertising on Facebook. Okay, my tip here would be to create a great post and then boost that post. You're going to use a little advertising, financial support to help your content. So for instance, if I go to the Facebook page of the JM Internet Groups, let me go to the Facebook page here. So let's say I wanted to boost this post about Bing Webmaster Tools just to reach people. So you'd click on Boost Post and then follow the steps here. And here's where your superfan strategy is really important. Select people who like your page and their friends. And you don't have to put a lot of budget behind this. It might be $10, $20, but just push those posts out to people who've already liked your page and possibly their friends. And this is a way to use advertising to increase the reach of your organic content and thus get your fans and super fans to share your content and use their organic leverage to grow your page. So that's one of my major tips, is to use your super fans on Facebook. I also have a link to how to boost a page on Facebook, or how to boost a post on Facebook, kind of the content. Another tool I want to share with you, which is really awesome for social, is the Creator Studio. They've recently integrated this with Instagram, and this tool allows you to kind of manage all of your content in one easy place on Facebook. So it's called Facebook Creator Studio, and I recommend you go play around with it and use it to manage your content on Facebook and Instagram. Really cool. They've done actually a good job with that. I also have a link to the Facebook ads resource, which is a massive sort of library of how to use advertising tactics on Facebook. So this is the horse's mouth of Facebook. So those are some good tips for step number 5, Facebook, and how to kind of leverage Facebook in this new environment in which it really doesn't have good organic reach. So you've got to use a little advertising juice going forward. Step number 6, LinkedIn. You want to go interactive and go native. So let's talk first about going native. So LinkedIn has both native video and native blogging on the platform. Let's just look at the blogging. That's a little bit more confusing. So I have an example here of how to search using Google site:/linkedin.com/pulse. Pulse is the magic word. That's what it used to be called. And then put in a keyword. This is a way to see what content has been posted internally to LinkedIn's blogging network. So one of the opportunities on LinkedIn is internal blogging. To do that, you start at LinkedIn and you click write an article, and that's what used to be called Pulse, and that's native blogging on LinkedIn. Very powerful, lots of shares. You can also, of course, click the video icon and upload a video. So native video is really important on LinkedIn. So native blogging through what used to be called Pulse or native video. One of the gurus of native video is Goldie Chan. I have a link to her here. You can follow her. She's pretty awesome. And I have a link to a native video that I did as an example. The second part of my LinkedIn tips for 2020 is to go interactive. So you want to look at LinkedIn content and interact with other folks on LinkedIn. So you can do that, first of all, by going to LinkedIn, clicking on search, entering a tag or a keyword, and then clicking on content. So I have a link for you that I've already set up as an example. So this is where you'd go to LinkedIn, you'd search small business marketing, and you can go in here and you can see, what people are talking about, and you can like it, you can comment on it, and you can share it. So you can interact quickly with content based on a keyword theme. So how do you do that? You go to LinkedIn, type in whatever keyword you're interested in, organic food, whatever is your business, click on content, and now what you're doing is just looking, and you can like, comment, and share, and the people who created that content will get a notification that you've liked, commented, and shared on it, and that's a way to interact with people quickly and efficiently. So I like doing that on LinkedIn. I also use the Start Me page, and I bookmark the hashtags. Let me show you that. I have that in my Firefox. So I use start.me and I create a landing page for my own, kind of management. And over here on the right, you can see I have all the hashtags that I'm interested in the searches. So I could literally just click on that hashtag from start.me, and now I've got my LinkedIn hashtag, and I can see what people are talking on about marketing, and I can interact with those people quickly and efficiently. So I like to use those hashtags and canned searches. So that's a hashtag. And a canned search would be something like this search here for social media. And I can link and I can bookmark that search and quickly go and see what's going on. And I can go, hey, what a great study, right? So I can quickly see what's going on and post to LinkedIn by using those tactics. So that's a really great way to do LinkedIn. Step number 7, drill into content on Twitter and Instagram. I like to think of Instagram as if Twitter and Facebook had a baby. It has features of both, and Instagram is clearly number one for consumer marketing. And it's owned by the evil, bad, horrible Facebook, but you really want to look at Instagram and Twitter. They're more like each other than Instagram and Facebook, I think, in some ways. So one of the things you want to do is look for hashtags. So one of my absolute favorite tools is hashtagify.me. Here you can go in and type a starter hashtag, organic, and you can see it's going to search Twitter, and it's going to show you the hashtag correlations. Let me let that load. And it'll show you that vegan and natural and whatever, and you can drill into a hashtag that's related, and you can see who's tweeting on it, who's talking about it. So you can do this for free on Instagram, and with the paid version, you can do it on, for free. The free is the Twitter version, and the paid is through Instagram. So that's a great way to find those hashtags that are going on Twitter, and often they're the same on Instagram. I also have a link to Hashadit, which is another way to find hashtags. So again, both of these are great tools to pull out hashtags and see what's going on a topic. As for Instagram, they don't allow links in the post. So one of my favorite tools is a service called Linktree. Linktree allows you to use your link in bio and have more than one link in that bio, and they do it for free. And I have a link to examples of it here. So you can go check that out and see some examples of how it's working. So you can see here's Donna Hay, and she has got this running on Linktree. And you can look at her Linktree here rather. And then you can see that's her handle. So you can go in here and put in Instagram, and you can see what she's doing on Instagram and how that's relating to her Linktree. So she's using Linktree here to create a bunch of different links on Instagram. So sort of a fun, good workaround for Instagram's stupid no links policy. So that's kind of cool. Another thing back to content is just remember that you can do a couple cool searches. So you can do site:/Instagram.com and then whatever keyword matters for you. And you can use this as a way to find accounts to emulate, and you can sort of poach their followers. Lots of things you can do with this nifty Google search, site: and then a domain such as Instagram. Twitter has a really awesome advanced search, which is pretty hidden. So I have the link there for you as well. It has one of the cool features is the location feature. So you can put in a location and it'll search near a location. So Twitter advanced search, again, good ways to find content. So those are some cool tips and tricks for Twitter and Instagram for your social media marketing. Step number 8, YouTube tools and learning. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on YouTube. I just want to show you two kind of tools that you should have in your toolbox. One is TubeBuddy, and they have a Chrome extension. You can download the Chrome extension. And the other one I really like is the vidIQ Chrome extension, which I have installed here. So both of those are free. I actually like the vidIQ one a little bit better. For free. Now you can go in here and you can look at a video. So let's try to find a video that's not a little bit too crazy. And on the right, you can see here's your vidIQ. So vidIQ, if it's installed, it gives you a lot of data as to what is going on. And I like how it also gives you the tags that are hidden to you, the channel tags and the video tags. So it gives you a lot of good data if you're reverse engineering what's going on YouTube. So that's the vidIQ, and that's a plugin for Chrome. Really awesome tool. Related to that, or just kind of another YouTube thing I want to make sure you're aware of, youtube.com/creators. I would say that YouTube has done the best job of any platform at helping creators learn and grow and evolve. So youtube.com/creators, and they have different levels depending on how many followers your channel has. Really super awesome. If you get enough channel followers, they'll even let you use some studio space in Los Angeles. Really, really cool research for a tool for YouTube. Step number 9, Pinterest tips and tricks. Pinterest is not the most important social media platform, but if you're into do-it-yourself stuff, shopping, e-commerce, anything where people post idea boards, it's really awesome. But I want to show you two little tricks on Pinterest that I think people aren't as aware of, that are just cool in and of themselves. So one of the things you can do is you can do image search. So I have a link here, kind of sexy man search. So what this is you can go to any thing on LinkedIn, or on Pinterest rather. Let me go back to Pinterest and let's type in, sexy man. I thought I'd do sexy woman, but I thought I'd get in trouble if I did that. So let's do sexy man, and then choose whatever image, strikes your fancy. And then see this little square thing there? Click that little square thing at the bottom, and it's going to go find visually similar results in the platform. And you can do this for any image. So as an image search system, you really can't beat Pinterest. Really cool. That's one tool or trick that I really like on Pinterest. Also, you can take this URL structure, Pinterest.com/source, and then a domain, and that domain could be your domain or a competitor's domain, and you can see what's being pinned by your competitors, and then you can check out and learn what things are being pinned that have the highest engagement on Pinterest. So Pinterest.com/source, and then put in a competitor domain, and you can see what's being pinned about that domain. Two really cool little fun things to do on Pinterest. Wrapping it all up, making a plan. Tutorials are all about teaching you step by step what to do. And obviously for a topic as big as social media marketing, I can't do that in this short video. I didn't promise to do that, but I hope you'll download the Marketing Almanac, which will give you a huge cornucopia of free tools. And I also hope you have a better attitude about never stop learning. But before we go, I want to share my number one, my most awesome tool for social media marketing at a technical level. It's called Google. Bookmark it. It's awesome. And here's what I'm trying to say, which is really interesting and fun. If you know the question, you can Google the answer. And this is incredibly important when you get into the technical mumbo jumbo of social media. So what do I mean here? If you're thinking, gosh, I've got to create a cover photo for Facebook, you can go to Google and type in, what are the dimensions of a Facebook cover photo? And you're going to find blog posts and videos and help files that have the answer to that. Let's say that you don't understand what is, YouTube Live. How do I set up YouTube Live? So if you go to Google, if you know the question, how do I set up YouTube Live? What is a like on Facebook? What's the difference between a thumb up and a thumb down on YouTube? If you can formulate the question, you can go to Google and find the technical answer. So I'm not a big believer in I need to know every technical detail when it comes to social media marketing. I'm a believer in conceptual framework, and then once I know the question, I can figure out the answer. Okay, those are my top tips, tricks, tools, to-dos for social media marketing in 2020. Most of all, have fun. We live in the most exciting time as marketers. It's an awesome time to be alive as a marketer, and it's incredibly fun to use social media to build your brand, work with fans, work with super fans, and ultimately sell more stuff. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel, download the Marketing Almanac in the link below, and get your free book for watching this far to the video. Thanks a lot.